Hey guys, welcome back to the Friday vlog where we discuss activity that goes on here with the BuzWeaver channel. That includes things like current events, headlines that are in the news, social media, technology, and items of interest that come up during the week that allow us to have a little bit of a departure, a little bit of a kind of a one-on-one discussion where you guys can engage down in the comments and we can discuss some of the topics that come up during the week, things of interest that come up during the week. If you are new here to the channel, I want to welcome you here. If you are a frequent viewer but not a subscriber, why not? I would encourage you guys right now, click on that channel icon down there in the bottom left-hand corner to subscribe, along with that notification bell that you will get. This way you guys will know when the next Friday vlog is available, which incidentally is always on Fridays. In case you guys were wondering, one we had on Saturday, but nonetheless guys, go ahead and do that and let's get into the Friday vlog. In gaming news this week, we've had a lot of information flowing out of NantWorks Gaming, and that is, in their words, they have returned the torch of the game H1Z1 Battle Royale, H1Z1, and the possibility of Just Survive back to Daybreak. Now, we already know how Daybreak feels about Just Survive. Will they have changed their minds? Will there be something different? Or will they just continue to focus on Battle Royale and H1Z1, which would encompass, of course, just the standard Battle Royale gameplay, Auto Royale, and that sort of thing. So I've been keeping an eye out. I've not heard anything else from Daybreak in and of themselves, but I have been very happy with the community in general. The H1Z1 community is probably the biggest group of people here on the channel. I would say they make up about 2/3 of all the subscribers here on the channel. So I thank all those guys for participating here on the channel with your comments, with your activities, with the subscriptions, by subscribing, of course, to the channel. It's been amazing. It's been huge growth this week. It has been a hectic week, and I'll get into that aspect of it here in just a few moments. But as far as gaming news is concerned, guys, right up here in the top right-hand corner, I'll include a link to just the whole series of the videos that have come out. You can just go to that link and see it in that playlist, and you can check out all the information that is that we've covered, and I'm still anticipating more information to come out of Daybreak. All right, guys, so this week a lot has been going on in the background in regular everyday life and on the channel itself. So this is just going to be kind of really, I guess, your standard vlog. As you can see here in the image, I have a new mattress. So we are now about an additional a few inches higher here in the presentation or in the makeshift studio room. So you might see some additional content there in the background. And it's also very warm. It is now spring here in the south. It is quite hot, and if you haven't, if you can't tell just from my general appearance or even from my voice, the pollen is insane, and I've had to go out. I've had to do things this week, as I mentioned, and even doing some of the videos for Just Survive and the content news there. I haven't jumped on Civilization 6 just yet, but oh my gosh, the pollen is crazy here in the south. Some years it's worse than others, but this year, yeah, it's pretty bad. But nonetheless, it's been a really amazing year of presenting you guys with the Friday vlogs. This is something that goes back to 2016. When I attended the YouTube Creator Day, when my fellow YouTubers said, hey, have you considered doing vlogs? Because basically what YouTube tries to get us to do as creators is to collaborate, to work with one another and to interact with each other, to kind of build channels, build presence, and I guess you could say build the subscriber base and just a general audience. And so I had to try to come up with an idea that would actually work, because there are channels that can do this because they share the same genre of interest or the same topics of interest. And with being kind of almost an exclusive gaming channel, there were guys that were gamers, but even now, some of those same people that I met back in 2016 are no longer producing content. There's none, I mean, that I've met personally. I mean, there's a few that are still creating certain levels of gaming content, or they have other content on their channel that occasionally relates to gaming. It would be equivalent to how, like, I cover, the Friday vlog on this channel as being kind of a secondary topic or even a third-dairy topic. I know that's not a word, but nonetheless. So it's so trying to interact with these individuals can be a little challenging, but I did want to have at least a video a week maybe that allowed us or me as the creator to communicate with you guys, and then you guys could leave comments or whatever on particular topics or things about the channel and directions. And I get these usually directly from subscribers. Like when I do gaming, they'll say certain things about the game, or they'll ask me certain questions about it, or my thoughts, opinions, and things like that. And so the Friday vlog was really just going to be one of those where it was a mishmash of different things. Now, typically, as YouTube creators, we usually try to stay on a particular topic. And when you go outside of that genre, when you go outside of your topic, when you go outside of what you typically cover, it's not going to be as active as you would imagine, right? And so this week, the numbers for just the general channel, from having both Civilization 6 and having additional content like the news that we've recently had along with the Friday vlog, the channel has exploded. I mean, it has just gone, and numbers and views and activity and everything has just been amazing. And so it's just one of those things that, you know, as creators, we do our best to try to present information and topics and things to our audience as best that we can. And the Friday vlog was just one of those opportunities for me to just kind of talk directly to you guys in the camera. As you guys know, when we first started this, I would prefer to be behind the camera. I like all the tinkering and the work and the editing and the production and the producing and everything that goes on behind the camera as opposed to being in front of it. And that's just and just kind of in general, they're just like, aspects of it just doesn't have a lot of interest for me. I never really quite understood vlogging in general. It's just, I guess, maybe just my personality type. I always like to have something tangible, presentable, entertaining, substantive to bring to people, as opposed to just, hey, look, I had a pizza today at this restaurant and I was hanging out here and this. I mean, that's never really been something that's really appealed to me. There's some people it can work for because their personality, their disposition, who they are, and things like that. You know, it's just all these kind of things work together to make these things happen. Now, as far as collaboration, I guess you could say what I do for the Lost History channel and Light Up the Dark voiceover work is kind of a collaboration, because obviously his audience comes here to see some of my content, and they support the channel as well. So those are kind of the collaborations that I do, kind of more in the background kind of stuff, as opposed to, you know, having like guests on and things like that. And I've thought about that. I've thought about, you know, how do I bring my other fellow creators into this? But my other fellow creators have all kinds of other channels. I mean, for example, the woodworking, cars, RVing. I mean, there's just so many people that have so many different interests. I just wouldn't know how to really tie it into this particular channel outside of, say, something like a Friday vlog or something like that. But nonetheless, it's not really something I pursue, because scheduling and getting people on there and setting up different voice connection devices and video and all the things that go on in the background can be a little bit complicated. A lot of the things that I don't really discuss with you guys or go into, or that other creators really go into or talk about, but these are all kind of the logistics that we have to contend with each and every day. Even just like setting up this basic Friday vlog, the kind of things that go into setting all this up. You know, I've been trying to get a little bit of the lighting better. There's a lot of yellow in the room, and there's just all these kind of things that go into it. But most off, I'd say you guys are pretty generous. I think the community in general for YouTube is very generous individuals. You guys know that a lot of us as creators are just, you know, just regular individuals that are just doing things that we're passionate about, covering topics that we like and things like that. So I've always appreciated and valued your guys' support. So this Friday, it's just I guess kind of a rambling video nonetheless, but I want to thank all you guys for your continued support here, your likes, your shares, and your comments. The growth of the channel in this last week has been more since probably 2013, and I'll maybe go into that, you know, maybe in a different topic or maybe next week or something, but it is different. There is some things that have happened that have changed, but I need another week to check the metrics and the analytics to kind of see what all might be going on there. But thank you guys so very much for your continued support of the channel. And this is the part where I tell you guys to click on that channel icon right there appearing on the screen to subscribe, along with that notification bell, so you guys will know when the next Friday vlog is available, along with additional content here on the channel. Thank you guys so very much, and I'll see you next Friday.